In the previous video, we have completed our classes.jsx, and here actually we will implement all the cards about classes, and now we'll move to the next section. So that's why before that, let me run this project. So from here, at first we will run our server. So for this, at first we have to go to the folder directory. Here you can see we have a backend folder and a frontend folder. So for backend, we will type cd and then backend. I am using tab so that I can get suggestion. Yeah, this is suggested, and then press enter. So we are on the specific folder, that is backend folder, and here we'll define npm start command. This is the command to run the backend. Okay, so press enter. If you press enter, within a few seconds you will see pinged deployment and you successfully connected to MongoDB. That means your MongoDB server is running. So if we just go to localhost 5000 and press enter, then you can see Yoga Master server is running. And if you go to classes section, then you will see all the classes is here. So our server is running successfully. Now we'll run our frontend. So for this, you can see the frontend folder. So that's why at first you are on the current folder, that is Yoga Master. So this is Yoga Master folder, and inside this folder we will have frontend. So that's why cd, that means change directory, and here if and use tab from your keyboard so that it can get suggestion. So this is frontend, and now we have to run the frontend. So for this, npm run dev command actually. So press enter. Here you can see a localhost URL, and if you click here, then you can see this is the website that we built right now, and here we have all the cards. And if you go to the class section, now we can see all the classes. As my monitor size is a little bit big, so that's why it's looking something like that. Okay, I hope you will understand. I am recording this video from a big screen actually, but if you want to fix that, you can just fix it using your code. So what you have to do, let me close this. Here where we created our card, here actually we created our card. Maybe we can make a little bit large. Here actually we can make its grid calls 5 or 6 so that it will be just big, show much better way on the large devices. You can see now it's okay. So every sections we have 6 items. Okay, so I think right now it's okay. So what if I want to add this? Okay, let me inspect, and so that we can just check it on console. Let me clear everything, and here refresh it. Maybe it's not good at actually. Okay, so if there is any responsive problem, you can just fix that. It's very easily. You have to add some margin and padding so that it will be just fixed properly. Okay, so what if you want to just click here and look, you can just get a specific class details actually, and if you hit to add to cart, then it actually says added successfully. Here you can see the successfully added to cart, that means our added cart, and here you can see acknowledgement true, that means it's added successfully on the cart sections. Okay, but what if you click this preview our view sections, then you can see it's showing nothing. This page is actually empty. You can see we don't have any specific page for the classes, so that's why we will make a page for that. And what we're going to do, if you just visit, let me go to the main websites that we are using, and here Yoga Master. Okay, these websites, let me keep it at front. And here if you go to classes, right now our server is not running yet, so that's why we have to wait for some time so that the server is running. Render has a problem. It takes few seconds when you just trying to access after a long time. Okay, so here you can see all the classes, and if you click this view button, then you can see we will have to make this type of thing. Obviously we will make this type of thing. We will have a enroll button. If anyone click this enroll button, he can enroll by using payments. Okay, so we will have to implement that type of functionality. But right now when we click this button, when you click this view button, it's actually showing nothing. So that's why we will have to set up a route. So let me go back from here. We can just close everything from here, and we'll open front end. And here on the pages, actually on the pages, we can create a new page that will be single classes. Inside these pages classes, and here we'll create a new file that would be single classes. You can name it anything, single class.jsx, something like this. Here we will create a react functional component, RFCE, that is react functional components. Okay, fine. Then we will have to set up a route. So here this is router.jsx. Open this router.jsx. Here we will have to create a new route. So how it's going to do? Here we'll have to define a parent, curly braces, and here we'll define path, and this path will be, look what we did. Actually this path will be something like this. We'll have to copy this, and here we'll define something like this. We will have classes slash an id. So we don't use hard-coded id, we will use dynamic id. So that's why here a colon and id, and then we will have to define the elements. So right now we will define the single classes. So we'll import it and self closing it. Okay, so if you do this right now, if you go back there, and you can see the error has gone and it's actually showing a new page. Okay, so what next? Actually we'll have to design this single page. So let's design that page something like this. Actually we will have something like this design. Okay, for this what we'll do, we'll go to back to the single page, and here at first we will load our all courses. So that's why we'll define const courses, and that will to load data. Actually look, if we have access this, actually we'll have all of these hooks here. We will have use hooks, use execute phase, and others. But here actually we will define use loader data. So to get, let me define use loader data. And if you just define something like this, let me check the console. So let me define clg, and here we'll define courses, or we can just use a singular course. Okay, so let me check what is actually showing here. This one is actually, let me refresh it, and here actually undefined. So we don't have any loaded data here. Why actually, why we don't not getting any data? Actually here we'll have to set up on this router. Actually we will have to set up a params. So we'll define loader, and here we'll define a loader function. So that it would be something like this. Actually something like this. Let me get how we get a single classes. We can just close this, and here if you want to get a specific class, so that would be class dot, and here we will have to define a id. Let me define an id. So this is actually our route. So we'll copy this, and we will have to define the loader function here. So we'll have something like this, a anonymous function, and here we'll define fetch method, and we'll define it's a dynamically. So that's why caret sign, and we'll paste it something like this, and here we'll receive params. Okay, and instead of this hard-coded id, we will remove this id, and then we'll define a dollar sign, and here we'll have params.id, something like this. So if you do this right now, it will actually show it. So let me refresh it. Actually why it's actually error, let me back again. Okay, let me clear, go to classes, and error happens. Okay, Let me back home classes. So it's actually not showing. Maybe we can just log into the accounts and then try it again. Login. Let me to log in using Gmail account. Okay, this is the Gmail accounts. Actually not redirecting. Is the server any error? Let me check. Yeah, server is crashed. We're getting an error, so that would be input must be 24 integers. So where is from the error actually? Maybe we have something like this prompts. Yeah, I think this is okay, but why actually? Let me close it, let me clear it, and let me run it again and npm start command. Yes, so server is running and everything is fine. So let me hit this class, refresh it. Okay, everything is showing. Let me just open the console again. Here I have closed everything, and if I just hit this preview, then you can see a new page is loaded, and here we can just get a data. You can see here we are getting a data on single page, a single class.js6 line number 6. So I think it's probably showing here is actually line number 6. You can see the console, here is line number 6, and you are getting data that is line number 6. Okay, so if you have this actually, then you can just design all of this stuff. And then here actually, let me comment out. After then actually we will check the role. So for this actually we'll have to define a variable that would be const, and here we'll actually define something, and we will use actually use hooks. So here that would be use user hook. Actually we have a use users hook. You can see this is the use users hook, and we are going to use this hook. So that's why here we will have to define use users hook. And if you see here, we can just get the current users. This is the current users. We will destructure this from here. So if you just console log this again, current user, then let's check what we will get. Refresh it. Yeah, it is data, and this is undefined. Let me back view. Is still undefined. We don't have any user yet. We can just try it again. So that would be login. Using this actually, I think we are getting the users. So let back to the courses. Actually classes page. Then let me click this view. Okay, here actually from the line number 6, we're getting users. You can see from the line number 6 we're getting users. So this is actually current users. So if you want to get the role, you can just do it something like this, role field. Then you will get a specific role. Look, this is user role. Here you can actually see that this is user role. Okay, so we're getting the user role. If we get the user role, next step is that we can just comment out. After then we will define it with a variable that would be role equal, that would be current user role. Okay, that is the thing. After then what you have to do, we will just define a user state hook. So that would be something like this. We will have a use states hook that is enrolled classes, set enrolled classes. After then we will define execute phase. So that would be use exist phase, we have to import it. So let me import it from the use exist hook. Here is the use exist hook, and then we also import use exist sorry, we will have to import this use exist secure hook. So that is, the name will be exist secure, exist secure. So that would be something like this, use exist secure hook. Okay, so we're getting this true hook from the use hooks. You can find this on hooks folder. Okay, so after then the next step is nothing. Okay, let me design these sections actually. So for this use states hook is not defined. Why actually? Here we used but not imported. Let me import it from React. So right now it's imported. Now it's actually working. So we will have to design something like this. So for this actually we will have, I just copy this design. It's take a huge time, so that's why I have to copy this actually. It's very boring to design something like this actually. Okay, so for this actually what we will do, I will copy this. Just wait, I'm sorry for that actually. I hope if you just see the code or if you try, nothing is actually, we will have a banner. This will define this is course, and here we will have two sections. One sections will be maybe 60% or 70%, and another section will be 40%. So you can define actually grid layout or flex layout to design something like this. No worries, I will explain it. Okay, so for actually here will, I just replaced it. Let me just show it what we're going here. So this is a, actually here look, we have a empty fragment, then we will have a div. Inside this div we will have a breadcrumb header. This header is actually let me show you. If we just cut down something like this, let me cut it, and if you just check there, actually we will have header. This header is actually this header, nothing else. Actually we will have a div. Inside this div we will have some classes, and inside these classes we will have another div, and we will define a h2. That is our actually header. So we define this color. If you check here is actually busy primary color. You can just define any color. Let me define blue color, and something like this, then you will see the differences. So this is the color thing. Okay, so after this color actually we will have another div. So this is the div, and this div will have two separate thing. So look, this is right side code, and here this is container, this is grid. Okay, actually here this is left side. Let me add comment out, left side and right side. So if I explain this actually, where actually curl image is not defined, we'll have to define a image. So the error is we have to define an image. So let me check where is actually an image. If we check here actually, that is line number actually 64. Okay, so let me check out 64 number line. Maybe here we'll define an image. So this is actually not a dynamic image. So let me check, we will have a specific image. Yeah, this is a image. Let me check the image. So something like this image, or is there instructor image? So maybe there is no field for instructor, so that's why we can just take a instructor image. So user image. You can get any image. For example, you can just get something like this type of image. So if you want, let me copy this address, and here actually I'm just pasting it right now. So the hope if you refresh, then if a users is not defined, actually we'll have to input it. So for this, actually at the top, we'll have to import some images from actually here we will have to include some images. I think this will actually, we are using React icons, UI materials for the dialog actions and others React icons. So hope right now, let me define. Banner image is not defined, so we'll have to define a banner image. So the banner is image is on actually. So let me import a banner image. So this is the banner image one, and it's from assets, home, and banner one. So assets, home, and banner one. So this is the image actually. Okay, let me refresh, and everything is fine actually. So you can see something like this. Thus image is not getting, okay, but the design is fine. We are using a hard-coded image here actually, but you can use dynamic image. So if you want, for example, let me show you. Here is the image. This is course image. We can use this type of thing. Let me check actually. Okay, it's actually dynamic image, course image. So this page is done. I don't have to spend much time. I don't have actually spend much time to design this page. You can just find similar page on internet. You can just copy paste this actually. So nothing else. I will have to have much tasks. So that's why I have to skip this design part. Hope everything is showing here. You can see the instructor tail came. So you can see actually this is actually, let me check the specific ID. So this is the specific ID. Let me check if the all defines. Okay, the name is this. Let me check the name. Yeah, this is not actually, we have to edit a little bit. So let me edit so that you can understand. Where is the name? UI UX. Let me copy this, and here I will just find it. Here is the thing. We will have to use dynamic name here. So that will be something like this. If you have courses, look here, we'll have something like this. We can just define courses, and here we can just define, let me check, that will be actually name. Okay, so if you do this, then you can find actually this option is done, and here tailor length, so name is okay, and price is 50. So price is $50. It's actually showing. Is there anything? And lectures total enrolled, here we'll have to make a little change. So let me, I just copy this and try to search it. Here we will have to define enrolled student. So that would be something like this: course dot total enrolled. Okay, now this problem is solved. You can see this is the thing. Then I think you have understand how you can just do this type of stuff. Okay, I hope you understand how it's going on actually. So this page, actually this image is not working. Let me check why actually it's not working. I'm just searching trainer, or actually it's, let me check, it's on the left side. So where is the left? This is right side. Yeah, here is the image. It's actually not working. Instead of this, actually, is there any options? Mm, let me check a image from here. Maybe I'm just choosing this image, copy the image address, and here instead.src, here I can just paste this image. I think it will work. Yeah, the image is working, though I don't have any route to capture the structure image, so that's why I can't use it. So instead of this, actually I have to use the image from internet actually. So that's the thing. I hope you understand this. Okay, but what if we click, it's actually doing nothing. We have to make the same thing that we did in class. When someone click this add to cart, then it will just add it to the cart, and we will implement the same thing here actually. When someone click this enroll button, it will do the same thing. So for this, actually what we can do, we can just go to the classes, and here we can simply copy this handle select. We can simply copy this handle select, and we can look here. Where is the button? Actually button is on the right side. Here we will have a enroll button. You can see this is enroll button, and here we'll have handle select that is receiving an underscore id, and here actually the same thing. This is add to cart, and it's actually receiving a underscore id. So that means we can use the same functions. Here we will copy this select. We have already did this, so hope you can just get this on previous video, how we just make sure it's working, and we'll paste it. So if we do this, then I think our task is almost done. Let me check. Let's go back, open this one, maybe this one, and then if we just try to click here, look, successfully added to cart. If you try to click again, then you can see already selected. That means this functionality is working. Okay, so I hope you understand how we can design the single course page. So after this, we have to design the dashboard. Actually the dashboard is empty right now, we don't have any code, so that's why we'll move to the dashboard design, and our dashboard will be something like this. So if you try to log in, let me just log in first. Maybe using this, we are just log into our main accounts. So main websites, wait until it completed. We will also design this type of loader, no problem. It's actually taking a little time, I'm sorry for that. Let me try again. So here is this dashboard. We will have this type of dashboard, though it's actually admin dashboard. You can see we will have admin dashboard. We will have different types of dashboard, something like this, you can see. So we'll make this type of dashboard. Okay, so for this, actually let me close all of this stuff. We can also close this, and from here what we will do, we will just go to the routers, and here at first we will have to define a route for that. So this is actually a route, this is a single route, you can see. This is a single route. After this route we'll have to make another route, so let me create another route. Here we will we just close this, and here we will have a path curly braces, and here we'll define a path. This path will be slash dashboard, something like this. Look here, actually you can understand this. When someone click, here is the dashboard and this page is empty, so we can just copy this and define a route here. So that will be dashboard, and here we'll have to implement a element. So this element will be our layout. So here we'll create a new layout, so that's why we'll go to layout folder, and here we'll create dashboard layout. So that would be dashboard layout. So this is dashboard layout, and we'll define JSX RFCE, and we will use this layout here, dashboard layout. Okay, fine. So I think you can understand. So you can see here, actually it's dashboard layout. So if you have this layout, then you can also include some children here. So for this, actually we can just define something like this. So children, inside this children. So let me check a little bit from here. So actually it will be an array, children will be something like this. Here we'll have a path. The first path will be, we can just define it differently. We can just define a index. This index will be true, something like this, and then we'll define an element. This element will be another component, so that would be a dashboard. So from where we can create dashboard, inside these pages, actually inside these pages we can create a new folder. So we can, inside these pages we can create a new folder, that would be dashboard, and inside this dashboard actually we will have a dashboard.jsx. so that would be dashboard.jsx RFCE, and here we can implement the dashboard page. Okay, so right now if you do this, say here actually is still showing dashboard layout, but why actually not showing dashboard? It's inside children. That means we have to use outlet here on this dashboard layout. So let's design the dashboard layout first. Our layout will be something like similar. When, look here, actually when you are using an as an instructor, you will have these classes, add a class, my class, pending class, and approved class. Will have this type of thing. When you are an admin, then you will have some different things here, and when you are a users or a student, then you will have how you can just access courses, your course, your purchase course, and something like that. Okay, so that would be differences. This section will be same, this section will be different menu, and here the content will render based on the menu. Okay, so let's make it here on this dashboard layout. At first, what we will do, we will define a div, and here we'll define the class name. The class name will be flex by default, sorry, and here instead of this we can have another div. Inside this div we will have another div. Okay, and at the top what we can do, we can define here we can define const and use a state hook. So here we'll have open and set open. That would be a use state hook. Use a state hook, and inside here we'll define by default it will be true. Okay, the value will be true of this use state. Then we'll also check loader. So const loader Actually it will from use state hook, so that would be use auth. You can get this from use auth. We will call use auth, and we will destructure. What we will destructure, you can check here is the use use auth actually. So we will destructure loader and logout. So from here actually we will define loader and log out. Okay, these two things. After then we will have a another user state hook, so that would be for actually current user. Use user hook, and that would be will destructure current user. So let me check, this is actually current user. We'll have to destructure something like this. After then we can define a role from, we can just get the role from here. Okay, fine. Then we will check if the loader is happening. So that means if loader, then we will do something here. We will define, we will return it, and we will define a loading, something like this, a simple loading. Otherwise it actually run this div. If the loading is not happened, then it's actually showing this div. And inside this div, at first we will have a class name on this, and here the class name will be dynamic, so that's why we will have to use parent curly braces, and then we will have caret sign. Here we'll check if it's open. That means if open, then we will define something that would be w72. Otherwise we will have something here. So this is on class, then we will define overflow hidden. So what is actually that thing? So that thing will be, let me inspect it. So something like this. Okay, here is the hidden overflow, that would be y-axis, and here that would be auto, and here on this conditional rendering we will define that would be 90 pixel, and we will have to close it. After then we'll have a space, and that would be overflow auto, something like this. And inside this actually after this we will have some background color. So bg will be dark purple or something, or we can just define purple, bg pink purple. I'm just defining something like this. Okay, this type of color. Then we will have AC screen, then we will have p of 5. Then we define on medium devices, that would be block, and by default it will be hidden on small devices. Then padding top will be 8, that would be relative, and then we'll have duration 300. So this is duration 300. And for now let me define here, that would be class name, it will be flex. We will have gap gap x-axis equals 4, and then we'll have item center, something like this. Let me check a text here for now, dash. Okay, I'm just checking what is going here. You can see this is dash. Okay, so at first we need to define the logo. So instead of dash in this block, actually we'll have a img tag. Inside this image tag, we'll have to define the logo. So the logo is actually maybe on asset folder or on public folder. Yeah, here is the logo. We'll have to just define the yoga logo or something like this. Let me check. Okay, this logo. Here we'll have slash. We'll go to front end, then we'll go to public folder, then we'll have yoga logo. So as we're rendering logo from public folder, we don't have to include that stuff. Okay, so if you do this, let me check if the logo is here. Yeah, the logo is here. We'll have to resize it a little bit. So here we'll have to define some class name, and it will be dynamically. So that would be something like this: cursor pointer. Then we will have a height, so that would be obviously 40 pixels or something like this. After then we will have duration 500, and then we will have dynamically. If open, then we will define an and operation. So here it will be rotate. We will have rotate. Instead of this, here we'll define hard coded, so that would be 360 degree. Okay, something like this. And we will also add a one click. So the on click will be something like this. And here we will define set open, and that would be not open. So we'll toggle the open. Okay, so if you do this, let me check. Look, the effect. So if you click the logo, it will just do the same effect. Look, this is the effect, and you can find this. So this logo is just loading, something like this. Let me just reduce the colors. So where is the colors? Here is the purple colors. Where is actually the purple colors? We don't need to define. Maybe we can just define busy white color or something like this. Okay, I think it's okay. This logo is done. Then we will have to define the thing. So that is actually this text, yoga master text. We will have to define this text. So after this image tag, we will have a h1 tag, and we'll paste it this. And here we will have some class name. This class name will have obviously the dynamic. So that's why we will have curly braces. Then we will define text dark primary. Then we'll have cursor pointer. Then we'll have font bold, origin left, text excel, duration 200, and finally here the conditionally will be the same thing. If not open, look here, we'll define open. If open, then it will be rotate 360 degree, but if not opened, then here we'll define a scale. So that would be a scale 0, something like this. Okay, so let me define a one click, also the one click, and that would be the same thing. Here we will have to define an anonymous function, so that will be set open, and we will toggle that. So that's why open. Okay, so let's check it. If click, look, the thing is gone. Okay, this type of thing. Same effect is done. So I hope how you can just do this type of thing. So this div is done. Next, what we will have to do, we will have to do this type of menu. We will have useful links and this menu sections. Okay, so for these, after this div, actually after this div after this div we will have nav links, and these nav links will be conditionally rendered. So that's why, look, what we will do, we will define some uh nav links at the top. Here we can just define some nav links. For example, define here array of objects, so that would be admin nav items, and this would be something like this, a array of objects. Firstly, we will define a two. The two will be the path, so the path will be slash dashboard slash admin home, something like this. Then we will have icon with a class name. So here we will have a icon. So this icon is from actually React icons. We will define this icons from React icons. You can see here actually BI icons, and this is the icons. And after then we will have a label. So the label will be dashboard home label. Okay, so here we'll have a label, so that would be dashboard home. So we will copy this sometimes, so we can simply copy this and we can just do this type of thing. So I'm just copying for 4 times. Here we will have to change the path, so that here instead of admin home we will replace this path slash dashboard slash manage users, and here we will also have to remove the icons. This icon will be fa icons, so here we will use fa icons, so that's why we'll have to also import this fa icons. So it's from actually, let me include the icons, so it's actually react icons dot fa. So after then instead of actually the label, we have to change the label, so this label will be admin user. So, okay, so something like this. Then here the third one will be, we will have manage classes. Okay, so this is manage classes. Here the icon will be actually bs icon, so let me import bs from react icon. Now at first I am just defining all the icons that we will need actually. So something like this. Here we will define this icon will be bs fill postcard fill, something like this type of icon. Then the label will be, instead of dashboard home we'll have manage class. Okay, after then the last one will be manage applications. So here we'll just do this. Here you can see the path will be dashboard, then manage applications, and here the icon will be this icon. From this icon, actually from where, let me try to import it. It's actually not showing. It's actually this icon is from slash react icon slash db. Okay, so I think this is done for the admin. So if you have something like this, you can render this. So how you can just do that? For example, here at least let me define const. I just comment out this now. We will define role equal admin. I'm just defining a hard-coded value, and here we will check something like this. We'll check if role equal admin. So this will be string. Okay. So if role is equal admin, then we will define AND operator, and here we will render a UL tag, and here on this UL tag we will define some padding top. So class name, so that would be class name, and padding top will be 6, something like this. And inside here we'll have a paragraph tag, and this will be menu. Look here, actually look here, this is the text menu, and we'll include this here. Okay. And we'll define some classes. The classes will be, let me define curly braces and caret sign, so that we can just define dynamic classes. That would be margin left free. Then we'll have text light, text maybe gray 400, something like this. Then we will do dynamically, so that's why dollar sign and curly braces will check if open. Then we will define and we will define hidden class after then. And inside of here, actually we will take a small tag. Okay, so let's check the menu. Okay, is there any issues? Okay, so this is the menu. If you want to reduce the opacity, here you can just define maybe 500 or something like this. Okay, so look, if you click, then the menu is gone. If you just hit here, this menu is visible. So this is done. Then next option is, after this paragraph tag, we will have link items. So that would be li tag. Inside this li tag, we will have something, but before that, let me do it again. So we will just we can just do it again. So that would be curly braces, and we can define if role is admin, and we can just take this. Actually we can just define admin nav items. We will map it, so map it. And here, actually look carefully, it's very important. Here we'll have menu item and index number, that would be index. Here we'll have a arrow. Then we will have a link items. These link items include a nav links. So nav link from React router DOM, and we will render inside here. Actually inside this nav link, we'll define something like this. Look here, actually at first we will have to include this icon. So this is the icon. So we are rendering menu item. So this is menu item dot icon. So if you check, actually you can see we will have this 4 icon that similar to this icon. If we style a little bit, then it will be fixed. But before that, here after this, we can take a span tag, and we'll define render the level. So menu item dot level. Okay, let's check it. So this is the level. So next task is we will have to define the class name. Here we'll define class name. The class name will be again dynamic class name. So that's why curly braces, caret sign, here dollar sign, then not open, and that would be and hidden. Okay, otherwise if this is done, next here we can just define origin left, then we'll have duration 200. And here on this nav link, actually on this nav link we'll have some class name. This class name will be same, and that would be at first it will have receive a function. So let me define something like this, and we will define is active, then so this class name will be something like this. Let me explain it. We'll have to define the class name something like this. Here you can see this is class name, and here we will receive a function. Here at first we will receive a function. You can see actually we'll just do if is active, then we will have to apply this type of thing. Okay, and on the list item, actually here this is the list item. Here we will have this, and we will have a key prop, so that would be our index. Okay, so this is done. Let me check it. So here look, by default wall is selected, wall item is selected. Why actually wall item is selected? We don't have any specific path, so that's why the wall item is selected. But when we'll define slash something, for example, if we just here on this nav link, let me just do a little task. Here we will have to define a true. So I just forget to define the true, and this true will be menu item dot true. Okay, so if you do this, then look, the text is gone because a specific routes has gone. If you click any of this, look, it's admin home, the page is not created. This is the thing. Right now when you hover, you can just see this type of color. Look, this type of color, when you hover, this type of color, and this is active, so that's why it's actually showing active. Okay, so I think you can just do it. And here the class name, let me just explain it a little bit. Here we are defining a function, and that would be, it's actually receiving a whole functions. So here we will have this type of class, and this is the whole thing. If I asked you to make this, let me just cut out. Here look, we'll have a flex. Okay, I can write you for you so that you can understand it. So let me write this class for you so that you can understand. Here we'll have a class name, and that would be dynamically. So it will receive a whole functions, something like this, and this function will have a caret sign. Then inside this caret sign we'll have flex. Then we will check something, but before that here we'll have to pass it. So is active, then we will check if is active, then we'll do something. Look, here we're writing conditionally. So if active, we will define background color, so that would be red 500, and we'll define the text will be white. Okay, but then actually here we will define clone, and Here we'll have otherwise we define text color. The text will be a specific color, so that's why we'll hash, and the color will be 413F44, this type of color. And after these actually we'll have duration 150 rounded AMD. Then we will have, let me format this code here, rounded AMD. Then we'll have padding 2, then we'll have cursor pointer, then we will have hover, then we'll have background secondary colors, then we'll have hover, text will be text white or something, then we'll have font bold. I hope you understand how we can write a whole function inside the classes. Then we'll have text sm. Finally, we'll have item center, gap x is equal, so gap x is equal for something like this. Look, inside a class we have write a whole functions. Let's again, if you hover this type of thing, if you go a specific page, then the page is error right now, but you can see this is actually working. If this is working, then you will have the leave the least unuseful things. So that is the thing. So we can simply make it using the another array of objects, so that would be last menu. So let's create another array of objects here. So let me define it. We can close this, and after this we will have last item, so that's why const last menu item. So these items actually consist, this is actually constant, it will not be changed. This 4 item will not be changed. Okay, so that's why we can say it's constant. Here we will have a array of objects the same way. At first we will have curly braces, then we will have a 2. This 2 will be, first time it will be slash, then here we will have a icon. We can just copy it from here. Let me copy it, and we can just paste it. This icon will be, we can edit it by actually home alert, then label will be main home. So this is same thing, we have to do another one. So that would be this on, it's actually trending. Let me check. This is trending, following, and logout. Okay, so trending, and here this is the icons. Then we'll have a label trending, and finally we'll have a browse icon. So that will be something like this. So that is done. We'll have 3 things. So if you have 3 things, then you can just render this. So this is nav items. So here is the eval tag. Okay, so maybe we can just check it here. We will have a eval tag. Inside this eval tag we can just define the same thing. Here we'll have a class, so that would be p6, and then we will have the same paragraph tag. We can just copy this. Okay, let me paste it here, and instead of this menu actually we will define use full links. Okay, let me check it. Let me go there. Oh, actually it's not showing. Okay. This is not defined, so this icon is not there. Let me check. Here, actually, we used an icon that is not there. It's from MD. So I think right now this problem will be fixed. Okay, GI icon is not defined. So I use the icons, but define forget to define. So this is actually GI head. Okay, that's why it's actually not showing. Let me go to dashboard, and this is useful links. Okay. So if you want to capitalize it, you can just do it simply. It will be uppercase, something like this. Okay, this is uppercase, and now we will have to do the same styling. So we can just copy this. Let me copy this thing and keep it after this paragraph tag. So here after this, actually, let me something like this. We don't need to include role, and here instead of this we will define the first one. So here is the thing, last nav items. So instead of admin menu items, we will define the last nav items. Look, everything is fine. This is the done, and we can add a mask space if you want. Maybe we can add a little bit margin bottom. So MB, maybe we can just define 3. Okay, so if you click, look, the icon has gone. If you click here, then it's visible, something like this. Okay, so it's still working. You can see this type of icon. When you click, then it's rotate, and this type of icons is showing. Okay, so next the thing is that we will have a logout button. So here after this link item, so after this actually curly braces, here we can just define another list item. This list item will have nav links. So this will be something like this. We will have a nav link. We can just copy paste it. We'll have to change it. So the two will be, we don't have any two here actually. We will redirect to the home page. Redirect to the home page. When someone click this logout, and instead of this, we can just define a icon and tag. So here we can just define circle icons, and we will define logout. Let me check. Here is the logout button, but here what you have to do, you have to define a on click here. So the on click will be a handle logout function. Here we'll have handle log out this function here. Okay, so as we define a logout function, we will have to make it. So that's why after this admin, okay, after this actually, here we can just define const logout function, and that will receive an event. Then we will have something like this. Then at first we'll have event prevent default, and then we will make a logout button. So is the logout is there? Look, this is logout, but maybe we don't have logout functionality implement. Okay, we'll have to use auth. So let me check. Maybe where is logout? We define utilities, and here auth provider. Here is already maybe logout functionality implement. So where is this is Google provider update users. So this is actually logout function. So if you have this logout function, we can just do it using a confirm. So if someone click this, it's actually will have logout, but we will define a swell. So that would be sweet alert true. We can just define sweet alert true first. Then we can choose a confirm button. So let me go to the demo or example. So before we log out, we need something like this custom confirm button. Where is confirm? Okay, we'll do this type of thing. So inside this here, we can just simply copy it, and where is the button? Actually, it will be layout. And instead of doing this, we can simply define something like this. Are you sure? Then we can just define everything is okay. Yes, we can little bit change it here. Yes, log out me, something like this. Okay, let me check. When someone click it, it's actually redirecting. We can just turn off the redirecting. So from where we'll do, we'll have to redirect. We'll have to remove this redirect. Okay, go to layouts, and if you click here, let me refresh it. So if you click here, actually, then it's loading, but it's actually not redirecting. You can see it's actually loading, but it's actually not redirecting. Okay, so for this, actually what we'll do, we'll define when the result is confirmed. So this is the result is confirmed. What we will have to do, let me check. If click, it's actually loading. We'll have to close this loading. And then log out. By actually loading, you can include it inside a button. To will do that or not. What we can do, we have to stop this. So let me event dot prevent default. So let me check it. It's loading. Why I don't want the loading. Instead of this, we can we define a button here? Okay, okay. Why actually? Okay, we'll have to import sweet alert. Maybe we didn't did it yet. So let me do this. Okay, here's invalid key profs. So maybe this class as we define, just keep that nav link. Click here. It's actually loaded. We have to stop it. But why actually? Button. Then we can just remove this thing from here. Let me copy all of these classes, and instead of this we can define something like this. Okay, I think it will work right now. Can it read the properties? Okay, we don't have to include that. Click here. Yeah, it's actually showing. You can see we can just do a little styling. Here we can add flex, item center. Okay, we can just define flex here. So I think right now it will be work. Let me close. If you click here, it will be logout. If you confirm yes, then it will call a function. So here what we will do, when the confirm is okay, then here actually we will call the logout. We will call logout method here. Then we will have a dot then, and also have a catch block. So that would be cat says catch block, and it will be error. Otherwise we'll have an error. Okay, so we'll convert this. We'll copy this, cut it, and we'll keep it on then block. And if the error happens, simply we can just define solve fire. We can just define the same thing. Sorry, actually, let me format this code. Firstly, let me just console log clg error. Okay, dot message. Okay, we'll just capture the error. So inspect, then clear here. Let me refresh it. If you click here, it will see. If you just click here, logout successful, and then okay. So everything is fine. We can just use navigate to redirect it to the home page if you want. So here we can do this. Let me format this code. After this sol, we can just define const navigate. Let me define const navigate equal use navigate, and then we can redirect to okay, we can keep it after this logout. Okay, something like this. Okay, let me try it. Click here. Look, it's pre log out and delete it. Or instead of the text deleted, we can just make it ZZ logged out. Okay, let me try again. Go to dashboard, click here. It's actually saying, are you sure? Yes, log out me. Click here, logged out. Okay. So this button is working on dashboard. So if we have, still we have others thing. At first, we will have some other sprouts. We will have, let me close this. We will have to define the similar things for the other stuff. Here, we will define structure. So for this const structures nav items. So here we will have to implement structure nav items, and that would be array of objects. The same thing we will have we will have a dashboard slash structure cp. This is actually for structure route. We will copy this and we can just change that thing here. The second one will be structure add class, so that structure can add the class. Here we'll define the icons. The icons will be md explore icons. Then the label will be add a class. Then it will be add a class. After then the third one will be my classes. So here we will have my classes, and icon will be school sharp icons, and the label will be my classes. Here the label will be my classes. After then we'll have pending. Here we will have pending. Then md pending action icons. Here we'll have to change the icons to md pending action icons, and the label will be pending classes or pending courses. You can just define anything. Courses. Okay, and lastly we will have to copy it again, and the last one will be approved class. So here we will define my approved class, and the icon will be icon md-tool. You can just find all of these icons, so just try to just capture it. I'm just copy paste because it's taking too much time. Hope this route is done, and then finally we'll create another route for the students. So that's why we'll define const students, and here we'll have something like this. I can just let me just show it. Inside this we will have array and objects. Firstly we will have a dashboard that is actually a student sp. So sp is that means the layout. Actually the first one will be a student layout and it will be dashboard. Then the second one will be enroll classes, and here the icons is this one, and then the label is my enroll. It's same actually as admin nav items. I'm just defining the route. So just pause this video and define all the routes that is defined, and you can just copy paste it. Okay, so you have to do this type of routes. After then the same thing that we did, we'll check if the role is structure, then it will show the structure thing. If the role is you can just copy paste. Look here, this is the role. You can just copy this and you can just paste it. And for now actually, as I am just going to show you here, this is admin role. Look, we can add a comment. The first one is admin roles, and this one will be structure role, structure roles, And here, as it's instructor role, we have a role of instructor. Right now, let me edit this role, so that instructor role, and if this is actually instructor role, it will show these stuff actually. Okay, so if you check right now, if you refresh, let me inspect, is there any mistake? Yeah, MD Explorer is not defined. Here we missed to define on 48 number lines, so ME Explore. Okay, so right now maybe it's fine. Refresh it. Another is MD pending is not matched, so import it. Is there? So MD payments is not, so this one is not imported. Okay, refresh. Finally, okay. So look here actually. The menu is not showing because actually here actually we did a thing. We check instructor here, but the instructor is not showing here. So here we'll have to make sure this is also instructor, and instead of admin navigations we will have instructor navigates. So this is student, this is instructor. We will copy this, and instead of this we will have instructor navigates. Okay, or you don't need to actually check it, you can simply keep it something like this. So if you do this, look actually, this is the thing that is actually you are showing home, add classes, my classes, pending classes, and approved classes. So home, add classes, my classes, pending classes, and approved classes. Now we'll make it for students. So we can copy this, and let me add a thing here, that would be student routes, students roles. Okay, and we will paste it here. Instead of instructor we will have a student, or we will have a role of user, so it will be user role. And to check it, actually here we have to change the role user. Okay, so if you do this, let's check. Right now it will be changed. Let me check. It should change. Why? Actually the thing is that we define it but we didn't change it here, so that's why it's not actually showing. That would be students. Okay, look, the difference is here. We will have dashboard, we will have my enroll, my selected, payment history, apply for instructor, all of this stuff. So what is the issues actually? Here we'll have to do manually selection. If you define admin, here admin, then if you refresh, look, this is actually for admin. If you define instructor here, instructor, then look that the menus is changing, these 5 menus is changing. If you define user here, then it's actually changing. So this button is rendered based on the role. So as it's based on the role, instead of doing this, we can simply show it. So we can simply define, we can just get the current user by role from the dashboard, then we can just show it. If you do this right now, you cannot see anything because we don't logged in yet. So if we go back, so it's actually not redirecting. We have to do a little bit customization here. We can define a link. Maybe we can just take a link tag, and here we can just define path will be slash. Okay, so let me go back. If you click, then you will on the home page. If you just try to log in, then let me go to classes. If you just try to add first login page, try to log in using a user. So I choose this user, then go to dashboard. Now you can see this dashboard is based on actually the user dashboard. I think you have I hope you can understand how this layout will work. So if this layout will work, we'll have a another thing. Look here. So this is whole div, and after this div here is actually a div. So after this div we will have outlet. So that's why here we'll define a new div and we'll define outlet. Okay, so if you do this, actually here, look, this is dashboard. When you are here, this page will render this way. Actually, look, when you click go to any routes, it's actually rendered based on this. Okay, based on this. Okay, so I think you have an understanding how it will work. And here, hope you can just do another component. So the components will be use a scroll components that we created. We can just create another thing. So that would be, let me create a hook for the use a scroll hook. So we'll create a new hook on this hook folder. Sorry, here click this hook, and here we'll have to create a use a scroll hook. So that would be maybe the name would be use scroll .jsx, and here we'll define const scroll, and that would be something like this, a function. Here we'll define const will have const path name equal to use location. We have to import it from React router.dom. Then we will define a use effect hook. So use effect, and that would be a anonymous function here. Inside this, actually we'll define Windows scroll. So always scroll from the top, and as we are using this, actually we can define a empty dependency, and we pass this path name as an dependency. And finally we will have to export default scroll. Okay, so if you do this, then you can use that is here. You can just define this on dashboard layout. So this is dashboard layout. You can just define simply scroll, use a scroll hook here. Scroll hook, and that would be here actually. And finally we will have toast container. Let me complete this page first. So we will have React Toastify. Let me close here. We can just use that React Toastify. If you want to use this component, something like this, but I don't want to include. So sorry for that. Actually, I don't want to include that. Okay. So this page is done. Next, what we will do, we can move to the dashboard that we created. So where is actual dashboard? So this is the dashboard page, and here we will do a little task. So we'll have to design this dashboard. At first, here we will check const, and we'll have curly braces, and we'll call the use hook. So use user hook, and we'll destructure. What we will destructure? We will destructure. Let me close all these assets. We'll have to destructure this. Actually, we'll destructure current users and use loader from here. After then, we'll define the role. So const role equal this current user dot role. Okay. After then, we'll check if loading. If is loading actually. If is loading, then we'll define a return. So that will return a loading. And here, if you want, actually you can just do a hash loader. So this hash loader you will find from React spinner. So this is actually React spinner. If you want to get home page, so here is the home page, you can just define this type of thing. Okay, this is hash loader, you can use that. So this is hash loader. Look, you can just customize it, but for now I think let me show you how you can use it. We have to install it. Let me go there. So here actually our front end is running. Let me close it, paste it here, install, again run the projects, npm run dev, then close it, and then we'll have to use this. Actually we'll have to use this. So for this, show me the code. Here this is hash loader. We will include this code. Instead of this div, we'll have a hash loader. Okay, and here we can just change the color, and we can also add a custom properties. If you check here, you can see we will have a size properties. You can use this way. So the size will be, maybe we can just define 50. Then you can see this is the size. You can just define the size of the hash loader. Okay, this way we can just define the size. As this is a project, so I am just customizing the color code. Okay, so if this loading, then it will just show the loading. Look, hash loader is not defined, so we'll have to define it. Okay, it's actually not defined. How you can just, let me check. We'll have to import it. So here we can just do it by this way, import. It's actually not automatically imported, so that's why I have to define manually. Then here that would be React spinner, and here we'll destructure hash loader. Okay, now the hash loader is defined. Reload it. Look, when reloaded, here is some effect. We can just do a class name here. So let me define, that would be flex justify center, items center, and ace spin. So refresh it. Here is a little bit okay. So it's, you can just use this on the dashboard layout. Here is another loader. We can just define it on this loader so that we can just use this. Okay, so hope refresh. You can see the loader is here. As it's actually rendering speedy, so that's why we can just trade fast 3z, refresh it. Okay, you can see this spinner actually working. So I hope using thread you can see the spinner. Let me edit this actually. No threading. Okay, so I think this is fine. And here on this actually dashboard, instead of this we can just render a dashboard navigate page here actually. So when you have this, you can just define a dashboard navigate. So this will be inside route. So where is the routes? So this is routes. Inside this route actually we can create a new file, so that is would be dashboard navigate.jsx RAFCE. And here instead of this div actually we can render this dashboard navigate. So let me define dashboard navigate page here. So close it. Okay, so right now you can see it's actually dashboard navigate. So we'll design dashboard navigate, and this dashboard navigate page will be something like this. At first we'll check the current user, so that's why at first we will have to define the same way as we did many times. We'll have user hook, and then from there we'll destructure current users and is loading. We'll destructure this from here. After then we will have the role. So we can just copy this. Then if loading, then we can just show the loading. If loading, then let me show a loading here. Otherwise here actually do these three things. Instead of this we will render many things. We'll check if the role is admin, then we will return a navigate and we will do it a path. So the path will be something like this. Sorry, it will be a path. The path will be slash dashboard slash admin home, and here we will define replace. Okay, and we can just copy this for 3 times. We'll define here, we can just define triple equal. We'll check if structure, then the path will be here. We'll define the path will be slash dashboard slash structure sp, and finally if the user, then if the users, then the navigate path will be dashboard slash student sp. Okay, so this is the three rule that will be checked if any rule is loading. Okay, so look, by default when you hit this dashboard, it's actually not showing because it's actually redirecting to the student sp. So if you want to check, we can just create a page, so that is actually student.sp. So let me go to the page section, and this is dashboard. Inside this dashboard, actually we create a new folder that is for students. I'm just showing a student, and inside this student will have a file. Let me sorry for this. Here we'll have a file that would be student cp.jsx rafce, and here let me define the path. So the path will be the route. Here actually we will define another children. So these children will be, let me add a comment, so students routes. Okay, so here the path will be curly braces. Here we'll have to define a comma, then the path will be, sorry, path will be a student cp. So let me check. So this path is a student cp. After then we'll have a elements. This element will be this page actually. So student cp page, student cp page. Okay, so right now if you check, look, this is a student cp page, and by default back here, click dashboard, student cp page is here. You can also create a student routes or others private routes. Will do that, but right now I think you have understand how you can just show a student cp routes. And if I just design this page for now, let me design it. As we have time, we have to do it. Here at first we'll check const current users, so same, it will be user, and that would be the same. Let me copy current users. Here we'll have some class name. We'll define as screen, then we will have flex, then we will have justify center, item center. Let me check it. So it's started from here. After then we'll have a div. Inside this div we'll have another div, and here we'll take an image. We'll take an img tag, and the image will be welcome image. So we can just define, we can just import an image, const welcome img from, this will be from dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash assets slash dashboard slash urban welcome. So it will be instead of, it will be actually import keyword. Okay, here we'll have to define this dynamically. Okay, so if you do this, then you can see actually this is the dashboard image. this image is showing when you click. Then here we can just define a little bit class name. The class name will be, here we can just define hard coded, so that would be a height, so that would be 400 pixels. Let me check it. Now it's a little bit something like this. We can just define placeholder, so that would be blur. And finally here we can just define one context menu, that would be event, and here we'll have event dot prevent default, call it. Okay, so after this div we'll have a JSON, and here we'll define welcome to the dashboard, welcome to your dashboard. Okay, something like this. Here we can add some class name. Let me add some class name here, so let me check it. Something like this actually. Then you can just define hi or other stuff. So what if you want to show the name, so here we can just define hi, then we can take a span tag, then let me, here we can just do the structure from current user, and then if he have name, then it will be shown here. Okay, and we can add some class name here, so that will be text secondary, and that would be hydraulic. Okay, let's check it. So it's your assistant, and you are welcome to the dashboard. You can just make a something like this, and you can just add a gap. Okay, so when you are first login, then you will show your name here. This is your assistant, the Gmail name, and then this is the dashboard. Here you can have a simple paragraph. This paragraph can say a text, and it can have some classes. You can just style based on your thing. I think I'm just taking this type of thing. So if you have, then you can add some padding, or py maybe 2 or something. Now it's much big. Okay, then here we can have some dashboard navigator. So I am just copying paste. You can just do it by your own. I have something like this. Here a div, inside this div we will have a head, we'll have a h1 tag, or we can just make it h2 tag. Then inside this div we will have some 4 divs, so it's actually navigating. So if you check, let me import the link components, then it will be showing. Look, we will have something like this, that is here the menu, my enroll, my selected, and this menu is showing here. Actually this way, it's actually redirecting to a specific path. We are just doing this menu. You can just design this page based on your demand. And if you check it on small devices, here is something like this. We can add a little bit padding, maybe we can add a p2 for now. Okay, if you do this, then you have to define flex wrap. Okay, something like this. It's must best right now. Okay, I think this page is done. Next we'll do the other pages.